This weekend, China celebrated its 6th National Space Day in Nanjing, a capital city in one of the country's eastern provinces. As part of the festivities, Chinese space officials highlighted the Chang'e 5 mission's recent return of lunar samples and announced the name of China's first Mars rover, the Zhurong, which is scheduled to land on the Red Planet in May. A booth operated by China's main state-owned rocket manufacturer also spotlighted the potential for suborbital point-to-point transportation. This is a concept in which a vehicle launches from Earth, flies into suborbital space, and touches down halfway around the world in less than an hour. The promotional video, captured and shared on the Chinese social network Weibo, shows two different concepts for achieving suborbital passenger flights about 2 decades from now. What's interesting about the video is that the first concept looks strikingly like SpaceX's Starship vehicle. It shows a large vehicle capable of vertical takeoff and vertical landing. The concept is notable not only for its appearance to Starship. The vehicle's exterior is shiny, like the stainless steel structure of Starship, and the first and second stages are similarly seamless, and its function as well. Although Starship has primarily been promoted as a vehicle to take humans to the Moon and Mars, SpaceX has also developed a point-to-point concept. SpaceX first unveiled this Earth-to-Earth concept way back in September of 2017. A video released at that time showed a suborbital flight time on Starship from New York City to Shanghai of just 39 minutes. The second point-to-point concept in the Chinese video showed a horizontal takeoff and horizontal landing vehicle that used some sort of electromagnetic catapult. Sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Well, check out this scene from the Netflix movie Over the Moon. Now that's foreshadowing right there. Chinese style. Both of these systems are part of China's previously announced plans to develop global point-to-point transportation by 2045. Under the country's long-term planning goals, Chinese industry would begin delivering cargo around the globe via suborbital flight by 2035 and passengers by 2045. This would not be the first time that the Chinese space program has drawn inspiration from SpaceX. The country tracked SpaceX from the very beginning, particularly with an interest in SpaceX's plans to reuse rocket first stages. During the company's very first launch in 2006, as reported in the book Liftoff, a Chinese spyboat was in a small patch of ocean where the Falcon 9 rocket's first stage was due to re-enter. More recently, in 2019, the Chinese Long Mark 2C rocket tested grid fins, like those used by the first stage of the Falcon 9 rocket to steer itself through the atmosphere during the re-entry process.
它所起到的作用呢，就是在火箭的下降段，通过商格舵的这个摆动控制呢，然后来调整舰体的姿态，使这个舰体的姿态呢，第一能够保持稳定，第二呢，能够通过舵的调节作用呢，去控制整个舰体下落的轨迹以及最后的落点，达到我们一个这个精准回收的这样一个目的。
China intends to develop the Long Mark 8 rocket to land on a sea platform like the Falcon 9 booster did, and semi-private Chinese firms such as LinkSpace and Galactic Energy appear to be mimicking SpaceX launch technology. It's not clear whether China would also develop a Starship-like vehicle for interplanetary transport. For now, the country plans to develop a more conventional super heavy lifter known as the Long Mark 9 rocket, as well as a triple-core booster that resembles SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket. Given how China is already famous for copies of iconic West products such as Land Rover and Rolls-Royce, it may not be entirely surprising that China's gone this way in space navigation too. Hey, did you find the video informative? Then make sure to smash that like button. Also, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you'd always be updated with our latest videos. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.